Hey everyone, I'm Karnak, it's your buddy, it's your pal, and this is Star Wars Armada Explained. Sorry about the lack of videos, updates. My life, I've been making some changes. There's been a lot going on. First of all, work is just crazy busy. That's just summertime. This happens every year. You'll notice that my video content just kind of drops off just because I'm at work like 12 hours a day, every day. So thank you for sticking in there, holding on. Also, I've been spending a lot of time with my contract with AMG, answering rules questions and doing other obligations I have with them. That takes up a lot of time, although that's finally starting to calm down a little bit. And I also moved. You might notice that my background is a little bit different. So I still live in the same general area. I just moved to a new location. This is actually my office now. I have an office. I have a room instead of my room also being my office. That was just I needed a degree of separation, and so I moved someplace where I could have a room. I could have an office. I live in a fantastic house out in the woods where it's quiet, not in a busy, bustling, growing city. So it's just nice out here. I'm a 2-minute walk from the Deschutes River, which I go out and try to paddleboard on as much as I can because it's just so peaceful and quiet and relaxing. Enough about my life, though. Oh, I do want to show you guys. So yeah, check out my shelves and things. Got all my Star Wars books, and I've got some other knickknacks and things. You can't quite see the shelf on the right, but that's fine. It's got all my SSD and Starhawk and some BattleTech stuff on there. But anyway, enough about my stuff going on. I want, as you guys see the image down there, I want to talk about Earthborne Rangers. Now, some of you, being part of gaming, miniature gaming and such, likely have heard of this already. For those of you who have not, Earthborne Rangers is a company started by Andrew Navarro after he left Fantasy Flight Games, and he has been working on this with a lot of former Fantasy Flight people. He's kind of collected a lot of people that, as you all know, were kind of let go by Asmodee. So they went and formed their own company with the focus of creating a game that was innovative, fun, and as we get into it, you can see that they have these goals. Now you can see here the game is fully backed. They got over 26,000 people. They've blown past that stretch goal. And they're closing in on. They're probably good. They have 10 days to go. I mean, I don't doubt they're going to get at least 300,000, if not more. So why am I talking about Earthborne Rangers and not about Star Wars games or Star Wars cars, etc.? Well, again, I very rarely will back games on Kickstarter just because I've been burned before, and it never ever seems to ever get what you truly think you're going to get. There's some exceptions to that, of course, but there's a lot of trust in Andrew Navarro and his vision. And if you scroll down here to his team, we're going to find it down here. These are names you'll definitely recognize. Got Adam Sadler, Brady Sadler, Sam Stewart, Andrew Fisher, Brooks Levitt, Evan. He does a lot of card and graphics, and he's just really awesome. And Joe. Banner. So quite a team of people. It's a small team, but so much that they've been able to get accomplished. Another thing that has drawn me into Earthborne Rangers is just scroll through this. Look at the art. Just look at the art. That style. Looking at this character, it just oozes the world. Like you see this picture and you already got this kind of setting. It's like, okay, so it seems like it's set. Yeah, apocalyptic. What happened? That character art design is really cool. It's a co-op. So to get down into the core of what is Earthborne Rangers, it's a cooperative game, as it says there, for 1 to 4 players. It's set in the future after there's been some climate disasters. Humanity was able to reverse the effect of this disaster. Humanity is recovering, but now there still is all this, these ruins and natural wonders. Things have been created and creatures. And just look at this, the art, all this beautiful art. I mean, I'm backing partially this game just because of the fantastic art. And I won't get into too much like how to play the game or card details. I'm just mainly bringing this to everyone's attention just so you can see and you can determine if this game is something that you like to be involved in. Um, I mean, I am a little biased because these are some people that I have talked to before, have met before, so I'm a little biased towards their content and such. But it's just I really like the design and where what this game is trying to accomplish, and just yeah, all these. It's a deck building game too. I should mention that. So kind of think similar to like the Lord of the Rings adventure game. It's a co-op game. You travel through the valleys and mountains and hills. You're completing quests. You're going to settlements. Pretty much, a ranger in this game is not somebody that's going out like looking for conflict and trying to fight so much as solve problems, have balance with nature, and ensure that everyone is living in harmony. Uh, so for the core set, it is an $80 pledge for if you want just the core set, or all in is 150, and you get more rewards, content, etc. I back the 150 just because to me it just seems like there's a ton of value in that, and I feel that's very reasonable. I mean, I dropped $100 on Gloomhaven. I can put 150 to something that is going to have, I feel like, just as much content, if not more content. And part of the reason for the cost is, as you read, they're doing something that a lot of other game companies don't do, or they consider, and like, you know what, that's just not feasible. They're actually trying to make this game self-sustainable using manufacturing methods that are not exploiting populations or hurting the environment. The whole point is the sustainability. They drive that point home over and over and over again. Is that they want the resources to be manufactured sustainably. They want to work with manufacturers and suppliers that they know where the materials are coming from, who's working on it. It's not made in some questionable factory by people who may or may not be there against their will. So, and again, just reducing waste and helping with with reducing what goes into our landfills. And I just think that that is something companies should focus more on, is getting less crap in our landfills, focusing on clean packaging materials, things that are biodegradable, and just there's so much more that these game companies can do to help out, and all they care about is what's the bottom line, what's just going to be the cheapest. And if you want to have these changes and back that kind of change, you kind of have to spend a little money for that. So that, I'm not trying to be political. I apologize if you feel like I'm coming off that way. I'm just saying this is the kind of stuff I support because I feel very strongly about game companies who recognize that there is a lot of waste, and anything that you can do to try to reduce that waste, I'm all for. And we get this awesome game with it. So anyway, that's the biggest reason why I'm backing the game, is just to show that this is the kind of stuff that I support, and that's what I want to see in the future. Um, for the game, though, I mean, they do have, where did it go? They do have a lot of videos up already that can explain the game way better than I can. They've got how to play. They have showing the Team Covenant showing how to play the game. They've got like a 3.5 hour video of them going through a game. They have a ton of Q&A sessions. Again, they have their first look video that all of the Kickstarters have that explains the process. And again, I just have a lot of trust in Andrew Navarro. I mean, the guy is just such a powerhouse veteran in the community, and I've always enjoyed all the work that he's done on. And just the biggest thing is just look how colorful and bright this all is. And just like with any co-op game, you can win, you can lose. But in this game, it's not so much losing as consequences to your action. They keep driving that point home as well. It's just like, it's not so much, just like with real life, there's sometimes not a winner or loser. It's just that's life and stuff happened. And they're presenting that as kind of like with this campaign, you make choices, and the choices you make will affect how the valley is shaped by your decisions and how things could be taken care of moving into the future. And just that kind of stuff I just love. That kind of like Gloomhaven type of stuff where the world just gets built up, and as you continue to play, you discover and more things. And it's just, I love that kind of stuff. I love those kind of games. I like playing with my friends and not having it be a competition. I still am a competitive player, and I like to play competitive games, but it is nice to have like a deck building game that you can kind of create your own character. And this, they also market it that way too. Like, your character is your own. You may share some traits or attributes or cards that other people have, but at the end of the day, you're making a character that it'd be pretty hard for it to be a one-to-one replication of somebody else's deck. There's tons of cards in this game. Anyway, I think I've kind of touched on this long enough. It's Earthborne Rangers. I'll have a link for its Kickstarter. If you believe that this is something you're interested in, go back it. I strongly support it. And I'm hoping to be able to maybe try to incorporate an Earthborne Rangers Explain channel in the future. You know, this is the kind of stuff that I really enjoy, and I'm wanting to expand my channel, you know, a little bit outside of just only Star Wars stuff and show more other interesting things like this. But thank you all for watching. If you have any questions about this or anything else, as you know, leave a comment. Let me know about it. Y'all are fantastic, and hey, I'll catch you next time.